What's up, pals and gals? It's Dovah-Joe here again. Which means I'm just back. Blah, blah. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about marriage. I'm getting married, guys. I'm getting married. No, I'm kidding. I'm not getting married, but I want to talk about marriage, what it means for today's youngins, what it meant, the things that we are doing in marriage that we or out of marriage that we should. Yeah, I'm going to get into a little bit of religion, but I'm also going to get into more secular stuff, not sexual, secular as in worldly, you prevert. No, first of all, marriage has really gone to the dumper for a lot of people because of a couple reasons. One, and I'm trying to stay as unreligious as possible, or I hate the word religion, but as Christian for me as possible, just because that doesn't benefit people who don't believe. I mean, I'd love for you to believe. That's your main purpose in life. Not to believe, but I mean is God. That's the main purpose of everyone, because you were created by Him. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So, you know, marriage, it's fallen apart because people rush into things. People take too much of what marriage should be before they're married. Standards are set kind of unrealistically high. Not saying like that, oh, marriage actually does suck, but I'm not married, so I obviously can't say whether or not marriage sucks or not. But I have friends that are married very young. I mean, like 2 years older than me. Their marriage seems to be going great, but but anyway, marriage. I'm talking about marriage things people rush into quickly. It A lot of failing in marriage has to do with coitus, and that's just sex. I'm saying coitus because I like that word better. I got it from Big Bang Theory. If you didn't know, I'm not that smart. I just got it from a TV show. But anyway, people do it before marriage. You're like, well, it's the 21st century. It's 2015. We gotta. This is part of who we are. And sure, if that's what you want, but let me give you some reasons as to why that is bad, even on a worldly level. First off, it is bad because God asks us not to do it because He made coitus and He wants us to share it in marriage only, because it is a giving away a part of you that should only be shared with one other person. And people have so demoralized, or demoralized. Yeah, that seems like a right word. Just coitus in itself, it's not that big a deal to most people, which it is if you really think about it. It really is a huge deal. It is sharing a part of yourself with someone, and then most people just forget about it, and that is one of the reasons people have a bad marriage, is especially when they're younger. Because they have been disconnected so much, one person thinks that it means feelings along with the physical, and most people are just like, I just want the physical. And so they rush into, let's say, a relationship, usually a marriage, that just falls apart. But anyway, back to reasons why you shouldn't. God asks you, that is one of the reasons, but a couple worldly reasons are that, one, there wouldn't be any rushed relationships. There'd be pure relationships, and I don't mean as in pure like, pure like in virgin, which there would be, but I mean as in pure as in you'd get to know someone on a more human, basic level, because you're not worried about the physical. You're just getting to know that person for who they are, instead of what their body is or how good they are at something. So that's one of the reasons. Another reason is unplanned pregnancies. Teen pregnancy rate would drop considerably, and the reason I say considerably instead of just all of it is because there is still rape, which that's horrible, and I feel bad for anyone. I mean, I feel beyond bad. But it would drop considerably because everyone was waiting, and then I think as a society we can agree that teen pregnancies are not good for anyone unless they're just not good. I mean, you put a lot of stress on the chick. It usually ends in a fatherless child because he doesn't want to stick around. Because, like I said, people are just wanting the physical and they just check out. STDs, sexually transmitted diseases, would also drop considerably because there already are people with them. So it would take a couple years to wow, I just died really bad. It would take a couple years to eradicate that. I think we can also agree that that is not good. And another really big reason is comparing. If you've only had one type of ice cream, it is your favorite ice cream more than likely because you haven't compared it to anything else. And I think that doing it before marriage is extremely unhealthy for both parties because the male is worried if he's doing a good job, if he's large enough. That's, yeah. And the female is worried about other things. I can't speak from a female perspective because I'm not a female. But it's stuff like that. Comparing, that's huge. Like, if you two are both completely, don't have any expectations, I think you're going to be able to learn and grow as a couple much better than you are as if one of you had more experience or something like that. So, those are some just reasons that I think I've personally compiled that just benefits of waiting, and I think you'd have a lot healthier marriages if that was the case. And people, they try to get as much of marriage as they can without actually committing to the other person. Like, they'll move in together and they'll have kids, and it's like, why are you trying to imitate something that that is, marriage is a great thing. You just share your life with someone, but they're trying to imitate it without having commitment. So if something does go wrong, they can cut loose without anyone looking at them funny, and it's not as expensive as a divorce. So in turn, marriage has gone to the crapper extensively, and our definition of marriage is horrible. Like, kids just, I don't know, I feel bad for any kid that grows up with, from like 2005 on, personally. I mean, it's been bad for a while, but that is just kind of when I noticed it. Yeah, I mean, that's all really. I mean, it's just crazy stuff. I'm very, very sad for those who are just having to grow up in this and not seeing what a real good marriage is. So, on that depressing note, I'm Dovah-Joe, you are the watcher, and I'll see you later. Because I wanted to, and I felt like my opinions needed to be heard, and I tried to start a blog. I didn't really try to start one, I just kind of gave up because the site I wanted to charge me money. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of me talking on the internet for like 3 people.